What's going on, guys? Got another re-uploaded Pokemon battle for you today. Nice and chill one, just playing against some hyper offense. I'm going to let past me talk you through the battle. Enjoy.
We both got Nidoqueen leads. Mine's a wall. His is probably a sweeper, given what people usually like to pack with this thing. So I'm figuring that I can't stay in and try and take a hit because Sheer Force Life Orb with super effective hit is probably going to roll me. So I decided to just go to Umbreon expecting a special hit, and he goes for Stealth Rock. So I could have gone for it myself. I'm kind of kicking myself, but at least I've got foul play to do against this heavily offensive team, which usually would do a good chunk. Against Pangoro, not so much, obviously because it's quad resisted. So, damn it, I have to switch again. Just gonna go to Nidoqueen, simply to take the Drain Punch because I knew some kind of fighting attack was coming. And I take that pretty convincingly, so that's good. Now, I don't see Pangoro very often. I sure as I haven't used it before, so I was really scared of it having Earthquake because it looks like something that could carry it. So I was just thinking for so long, how do I deal with it if it's got Earthquake? What should I do? In the end, I figured I might be able to take it, probably not, but I'm just going to go for Stealth Rock because I kind of want it up against an offensive team just to break any kind of sashes he might have, and he just goes for Ice Punch. So I'm faster, which was, great, and also he didn't kill me, which is great. So now I'm free to go for some other hit. It's not really worth salvaging Nidoqueen because of how low it is, and because his team's quite offensive, so it's going to be hard to find something I'm faster than. And he's got a lot of super effective hits, so I'm just going to leave it in, go for a hit on this thing, get some damage on it, and that's good for me. It takes me out, big deal. Now I can bring something in for free to try and deal with this thing, because Pangoro really does give my team all kinds of problems. It beats Umbreon, beats Reuniclus, beats Empoleon. It's pretty dangerous, so I need to get rid of it. I know that a few things on my team will be faster, but I think Heracross is just the better switch because there's a lot of things on his team that Heracross beats, and this is one of them. So just going to go for close combat. Nidoqueen is super obvious, but I need to threaten this thing out because, like I said, it's giving my team all kinds of problems. And if he brings in Nidoqueen, I do have a few things that I can switch to for it. My number one choice, of course, is Umbreon because I'm still expecting special hits because even though it's got Stealth Rock, a lot of them do carry that anyway and are offensive. They're just sort of offensive leads. So that's what I'm still expecting. So I'm just going to switch because obviously Heracross is going to be useful. Don't want to just lose it for nothing here. And I think it would take another 3 close combats from there to finish it off. So just going to go to Umbreon and he roars. Well, oh, so he was a wall variant okay, great. So all that, I say over predicting in the sense that, I didn't know what it was going to do, so I was just assuming something. It was completely wasted because he was apparently a wall variant. So I know Reuniclus will be fine. It's great he brought it in because actually, this is the best thing to go up against Nidoqueen, right? And then he hits me with a physical hit. I'm like, what? I was not expecting this at all. So Reuniclus is definitely golden. And now I'm just going to start firing off Focus Blasts. The reason I'm doing this, of course, is because Pangoro is super threatening. I don't want it switching in for free and forcing me to switch into something else. So he doesn't look like he's going to switch, though, so I'm just going to start getting some health back with Recover. And now I went for Recover again, just wanted to get up to 4, but then I thought maybe he's going to predict that because he realizes he's not going to get anywhere with me having Recover. So I'm just going to go for Focus Blast again instead because he's probably going to switch, right? And he does. Not to Pangoro like I was hoping, but Arcanine still going to take a big chunk. I do get a crit, but I really don't think it mattered too much because my plan here is I know he's probably going to go for a big stab fire move on me, which is probably going to be Flare Blitz, to which I can just recover on because I'm physically defensive. I should be good against it, and I am. And he's going to start killing himself with Recoil, and I think that because, the crit just sped that process up a bit because after the first round of Recoil, he probably couldn't switch out due to Stealth Rock, so that's good for me. Arcanine's out of there, so you got to kill 6 pokes, right, to win the game. There goes 1. But Pangoro comes back in, so I'm like, crap, how do I deal with this thing? My thought was, he is Life Orbed. I can go to something else as fodder, something that's not particularly useful. And so I figure that now that Nidoqueen isn't as threatening with its special hits, Umbreon looks to be okay. To fodder off at least, and obviously I can take the Crunch, which I knew was coming. Some kind of dark move probably was going to be knockoff, but it wasn't. It was Crunch, so that's good for me, I guess. And unfortunately, I'm an idiot, and I didn't even think about him having Drain Punch as his stab move, which I've now realized. I already saw it, and it just completely slipped my mind. So he's not going to go down to Life Orb. I can't foul play him and then let Life Orb finish him off. So I'm just going to go for something. I know I'm going to be faster, but I just need to go for something to do. I shouldn't have toxic really. I should have wished. I thought he'd try and preserve this thing more really, because it is, like I said, it does a number on a few of my guys. So I thought he'd try and preserve it more. Hence, I wanted residual damage. But I think he just lets it die next turn, so really I should have gone for a wish just to give Heracross a little bit extra health. It didn't really matter in the end, but the correct play there was to wish, put up a suicide wish. I wasn't about to protect for recovery, because I'm just going to give him more HP back in the end, so... yeah, as I bring Heracross in, as I did before, I'm just going to go for close combat. Even if Nidoqueen comes in here, pretty sure I can 2-hit KO it from the health it's at, so that's good for me. Also, Gator isn't going to want to switch in one, because then I can probably kill it afterwards, and his other two guys are just going to get rolled regardless. So Heracross is really looking strong against his team. It makes me know that I definitely want to keep it alive. And now that I know his Nidoqueen's physical, and that he's got no dark type, I can just bring in Reuniclus and start Psy-Shocking it until something dies. So, do a Fade here, by the way, just because it took him a really long time to choose this move, so I just wanted to speed it up. So yeah, Reuniclus comes in, takes the hit, as I knew it would, because it's physically defensive, and I really don't care about any physical hit this thing wants to do. Just going to go for Psy-Shock, finish it off, get it out of there. So now Heracross is looking really good, but I'm still scared of that Gator. That Gator, if it gets up 1 or even 2 Dragon Dances, I might be done, because Heracross would either not be able to outspeed, or would have to take a hit coming in, or something like that. So I do desperately want to get some kind of damage on that. But in comes Exploud. I could go to Empoleon, because Stab Boomburst is obviously coming right now, because it would probably kill Reuniclus from there. And, you know, I want to go there, but I also feel like Empoleon can handle Gator, because of the super effective Grass Knot and all that. But then I realized that, so I was about to switch into Empoleon for Exploud, knowing I'd resist the Boomburst, but then I look at his team and think, I don't need Reuniclus anymore. Thankfully, he's taken a long time, so I got to rethink my move. So I'm just going to let Reuniclus go, seeing as Heracross should deal with the rest of his team anyway. And that way I can bring in something to finish this thing off. Then when Gator probably will come in, I can bring in Empoleon. And, you know, all will be good. However, I'm stupid, and I was typing to him, and I had a brain fart while I was typing, and I just went to Empoleon flat out, which completely nullifies the reason I didn't bring it in straight away in the first place, because now it's going to have to take another hit, because I can't one-hit KO Exploud from there. Should have just brought in Heracross like I was thinking of doing in the first place, and, you know, taken it out outright, and then forced to switch into Gator or whatever, or, you know, just flat out taken out something else. You know, whatever would have happened, Heracross was the better play, and I screwed up there. Fortunately, it's not going to matter, because I feel like I've got this one in the bag anyway. I get a Skull Burn there, it doesn't matter in the slightest, because like I said, Heracross one-hit KOs it anyway, and he's not a physical hitter, so it really doesn't matter. And, you know, thankfully I can take a couple of other Boom Bursts and finish it off in the process, so he's just going to switch straight out to Gator. I get another burn, which is just fantastic. But this one also doesn't matter, because he needs, at least, because at the health he's at now, he needs 2 Dragon Dances to outspeed Heracross and be able to kill my entire team. But to get them up, he needs to be able to survive some hits from Empoleon, which he's not going to do because I have Grass Knot. So the burn, really it just prevents him from doing damage to Empoleon instantly, which, even if he did, like I said, Heracross comes in and revenge kills it anyway, so that really didn't matter. So even though, for once, I'm getting all the hacks, it doesn't matter in the slightest. I'm just over the moon right now. But at least I'm winning this one, and it looks to be pretty much over, because Scarfed Heracross will without a doubt be able to take out all these. The only thing I'm worried about anymore is Glalie Ice Shard, because Mega Glalie has pretty good attack stat, but turns out he's just special anyway, so Empoleon cares not, just finishes off with a Flash Cannon, and that's basically officially GG from there, because obviously he can't outspeed Heracross. Now, there is one funny little sting in the tail here, because I thought at this point, you know what, I just got this, let's just go for Scald, finish this thing off, but as it turns out, I do have to actually rely on Heracross, because I completely did not see this move coming, where he's gonna actually go for a Focus Blast and take out Empoleon. So I was like, what? Good God, he kept that one in the bottom drawer until the very end, didn't he? But obviously, like I said, it's pretty much GG from there, because Heracross just finishes him off. So
a footnote to this battle, these days I'm a much better battler, and I can tell you now that I misplayed like a motherfucker in this battle. The amount of times I didn't go to Ments when it just switched in and got a kill on anything. Terrible. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.